Om Sri Sai Ram, offering my most loving pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagwan. Let us look at some of the issues that seem to be plaguing the entire mankind in today's world. We could think about rising temperatures, climate change, scarcity of water, pollution, unseasonal rainfall, floods, landslides, etc., etc. There are so many issues that keep coming and reminding us about the vulnerability of today's mankind in the society. Now, do I sound like a news anchor on a roll call? I might. But then why are we talking about these issues today? Because as teachers, we are supposed to be talking about sustainability issues in our classrooms. It is very important for every teacher to go beyond the classroom and also seize the moment. What do we mean by seize the moment? This is one of the most important principles in educational pedagogy. We don't want teachers to sit in the class and talk to them preaching about so many things. But whenever there is an issue about which there is a report either in the media or in the newspapers, it is important for the teacher to talk about it at least for a few minutes in the class, because we are then preparing our children to face lives, their future lives, with confidence. And also because they are going to be the inheritors of the future. We need to empower the students. How do we do this? There is an important principle called the precautionary principle. The precautionary principle is that where we prepare the children for the future by talking to them about what might happen if we don't lead responsible lives. And in this context, I would like to draw your attention to what Swami did in as early as the 1980s. It was in 1983 that Bhagwan gave us a beautiful program called the Sealing on Desires. Today we are talking about the sustainability development and sustainable goals to be achieved. Bhagwan said it in a very simple way. He was preparing us much ahead of his time. He spoke to us about the necessity for each one of us to have a ceiling on our desires in 4 different areas. Could be energy, time, food, and money. Do not waste energy. Do not waste food. Do not waste time. Do not waste money, said Swami. And he prepared us. He gave us examples of how each one of these is so important. It is a blessing that has been conferred. These various resources, the natural resources that have been bestowed to us by the Lord. We are only custodians of all these things, and it is important for us to learn to use them judiciously. Isn't that what everybody is talking about? nearly 40 years later. But Bhagwan had spoken to us about all these things even in the early 80s. And this is what we as teachers have to do. Mahatma Gandhi said that there is enough to fulfill the needs of every man, but not the greed of people. It is important that we as educators talk about these things, move beyond our textbooks, talk about these things in the classrooms whenever there is a chance. Last week, for example, Delhi saw an unusually high temperature of more than 50 degrees. A very, very hot climate because it is summer. But what also happened on the same day, by late evening, there was a terrible storm and there was flooding and many lives were lost. So on the same day, you see these unseasonal things can happen. And is it possible for us to just leave these things and say, why should we worry about all these? No. It is because man has led a life that is not responsible. We have not been using our resources. We are polluting Mother Earth. We are cutting down trees. We are doing indiscriminately constructing buildings either on lake beds or on river beds. So these are the things that we need to talk to our children because they have to lead responsible lives. And therefore, it is the duty of every teacher to go beyond our calling, to go beyond our routine and encourage the children to lead a life that respects the resources that have been bestowed to us by Mother Nature. And as always, we dedicate this episode at Bhagwan's Lotus Feet, and here's wishing you all a wonderful teaching learning experience where as teachers we can go beyond and make use of the precautionary principle in our classrooms. Thank you. Sai Ram.